What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and in this video we're going to cover Star Wars Commander. More specifically, we're going to take a look at campaign number 2. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with this game, it's very similar to Clash of Clans, except it's Star Wars themed, so it has all sorts of Star Wars units, some of your favorite heroes, as well as villains, and it's set in the Star Wars universe. Trust me, it's as awesome as it sounds. In this video, like I mentioned, we're going to take a look at campaign number 2, but first, I'm going to show you the end of campaign number 1. From time to time in this game, there's going to be campaigns where you can unlock special units. For the first one, the unit was called the Shock Trooper, and we'll take a look at that in just one moment. Currently, I have to say these campaigns are coming pretty frequently, and at least for now, it's the only way you can obtain a special unit like the Shock Trooper. Basically, what you have to do is complete missions, usually they're attack based, and by doing this you unlock points. With these points you can go ahead and buy resources, or you can buy the unit, or the grand prize is you can unlock the ability to train this unit at any time. I had to fight very hard at the end of the first campaign to unlock the Shock Trooper, but I did get him. So the good news is I now can train him at any time in my barracks, and also I did find the best way to gain points. As we go into the second campaign, I'll show you the unit, I'll share with you what I've learned, and we'll go ahead and do a few of the first missions. Alright, what you're looking at now is campaign number 2, Escalation on Dandoran. We have right around 4 days left, and there's a new aerial unit. So for the Imperial side, it's going to be the TIE Advanced Strike. It looks like it's going to cost a lot more than the first unit from the previous campaign, but as always, you can buy other things, like single uses of the TIE Advanced Strike or Imperial Sniper. Then you can also get credits or alloy packs. But truthfully, we're only worried about getting that new starship, so that's going to be our primary focus. All that's left to do is to collect 15,000 points, so let's go ahead and get started right now. Once you click begin, the campaign starts. First, Kosh tells us how things are escalating, and we're going to have to begin our strike missions. Typically, most of these are going to be attacks, but some will be the defense of your base. Mission 1, of course, is going to be a strike mission, and you have to destroy the enemy base. Notice that it says when you destroy the HQ, you get a star. Now this is basically the trick I found for completing campaign number 1. The base defenses get more and more complex, and it gets exceedingly difficult to destroy them. So once you reach your limits, whatever they may be, depending on how big your forces are, you can start focusing solely on the command center. So by destroying the HQ, you can get a star even if the rest of the base is still standing. Also, once you get to the end of the missions, they'll keep giving you rotating bases, so you can keep exiting the map and then choose the ones that have the HQ more exposed. So for example, if the HQ is in the middle of the map and you can't get there with your force, you can exit and then come back in and maybe find one where it's on the side. That's what I did for the first campaign and it worked out. Yes, you do get less points, but at least you get something for destroying the HQ. That's way better than nothing. This game really isn't that old, but I have been playing for quite some time, and that's why I do have some impressive units, like the AT-AT, and I have some starships, as well as the hero unit. This is going to allow me to breeze through especially these early missions, and I'm not even going to use all my units. But by the end, I'm anticipating some really hard bases to crack. I think there's something like 50 some missions in this one, so it's going to be a long challenge. And that's good because we do need 15,000 points for that unit. Of course, after you attack a base, you have to make sure your units are built back up, and then you can go back in for some more. If you have your training queues filled, oftentimes when you come back out from a mission, they'll be ready to go. If not, they'll at least be close to it. So anyways, we're going to go back in for one more, and then that's probably going to be it for this first look at campaign 2. Well, depending on the length, I guess I could show you one of the later missions where I deploy all my units and absolutely destroy the rebel base. For now, let's go ahead and focus on mission number 2. So all we have to do is go back to the campaign, and once again it's going to be a destruction based mission, where for a full clear we can earn 150 points. When you go on missions, you usually get talked to by your superiors, and oftentimes it sets up that mission, or at least gives you a little interesting look into the Imperial or the Rebel sides. even though I've only played Imperial myself. I just think their units are really cool and I love the Imperial March. It basically plays in my head the whole time I'm attacking. Oh, and alright, this time they're giving us TIE Advanced Strikes, so we can take out the enemy shields. So this is pretty cool, they're going to give us a look at our new unit. I guess since they are free, we'll go ahead and use that on the shield, and after a few attacks it's going to bring it down. I could definitely see this coming in handy in future battles, so we really want this unit. By using starships, your units don't get hit, and it's basically like a free attack. Just like that, the enemy shields are down and the generators are destroyed. And I even sent in an extra ship for good measure. Next, I set loose an AT-AT at the bottom, and we sent in a few ground units to draw some fire. Then on the other side of the base, I sent in a dewback and one ATST or chicken walker. You have to love these Imperial units. The AT-AT is amazing, but it is slow. Still, it has incredible firepower, and it has a pretty good range. Unfortunately, I did save my hero unit, even though I really do want you to see it. So right after this mission, I'm going to show you one where I deploy every single one of my units, and you'll see how fast we take out an enemy base. Oh, and that reminds me, there is a timer, so that is something you have to worry about, especially if you're going for a full clear. There have been times where it cost me a 3rd star just because I ran out of time. I had plenty of units left, but we were just way too slow to get to the final building. That's why it's a good idea to divide your force and send out some smaller units to absorb damage, all while your powerful units are destroying the base. And speaking of that, we have an AT-AT going top and our ATST going bottom. With 30 seconds left, we should be fine. But we could have destroyed them much faster with our hero unit. They are absolutely incredible, just wait until you see them in action. The only question for this base is, will our AT-AT make it in time? And it doesn't look like he will. The enemy base has been 100% destroyed. For some reason, that last bit of health goes extremely fast. But anyways, after that, Kosh pops up, and he tells us about our campaign points. For these early missions, we only get 150, but it does increase, and I'm not sure what it's going to get to at the end. But at the end of Campaign 1, it was up to 300 points. Now, skipping ahead, like I mentioned, I don't think we have our full force, but watch this hero unit. We're going to unleash almost everything we have on this base. Right away, the hero ATST pilot starts destroying buildings almost immediately. Then we're going to go ahead and bomb a few turrets and unleash what I would call our infantry tank units. And if you're wondering where they're going, they actually go after the turret. So once we bomb it, they'll turn around and start destroying a building. Now we still have 2 more starship attacks, but there's really no reason to use them. As you can see, our hero unit can take out an HQ almost instantly. And just check out how cool he looks. I love the fact that he has that emblem beneath him, and the black and blue emblem just looks amazing. And he's in a different colored chicken walker. So just like that, the enemy base is raised, and it's 100% damage. So we get 150 points, and that's another mission behind us. We are well on our way to getting that new TIE Starship Attack unit, and I just want to let you all know that I will be checking back in with more videos as we progress. That's going to be it for this one, but I want to thank you all for watching, and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. Then until next time, good luck, and take care.